The lights go dark. A giant stage comes alive. And there he is, a bald man in a loose blue shirt, drenched in sweat, stomping his feet like a rock star. His voice thunders across the arena, "Developers! Developers! Developers!" over and over, like a war chant. The crowd roars. Cameras flash. This isn't a rock concert. It's a tech conference. And that man? He's not a musician. He's the CEO of Microsoft, one of the most powerful people in the world.
There's a Latin expression, which I think is great. I love it. It was in a...
How much do you think this advanced operating environment is worth? Wait just 1 minute before you answer. Watch as Windows integrates Lotus 123 with Miami Vice.
The opportunities are there, but you got to reach out and pick them up. You've got to grab at them.
Now we can take this Ferrari and paste it right into Windows Right. Now how much do you think Microsoft Windows is worth? Don't answer. Wait until you see Windows Right and Windows Paint, and then listen to what else you get at no extra charge. The MS-DOS Executive, an appointment calendar, a card file, a notepad, a clock, a control panel, a terminal, a principal or RAM driver, and, can you believe it, Reversi. That's right, all these features in Reversi, all for just...
Who is Steve Ballmer? And why is he screaming like his life depends on it? To some, he's a clown or a billionaire who dances, sweats, and shouts. To others, he's a business genius who turned raw energy into unimaginable wealth. But behind the memes and the laughter lies a story of ambition, risk, and resilience. This is the journey of the loudest man in tech, a man who refused to whisper his way through history. Our story begins in Detroit, 1956. The Motor City, a land of steel, engines, and relentless ambition. Here, in a modest home, a boy named Steve Ballmer takes his first breath. His father, a Swiss immigrant, worked at Ford. His mother, from Belarus, kept the family grounded. Little Steve wasn't the cool kid. He wasn't the athlete. He was something else, obsessed with numbers, logic, and puzzles. While other kids played ball, Steve devoured math problems like candy. Years later, he steps into Harvard, one of the most prestigious universities on earth. Confident, brilliant, loud. He plays the tuba in the marching band, cheers at football games, and crushes exams. But Harvard would give him something more than a degree, it would give him destiny. Just down the hall, a young man named Bill Gates is cooking up an idea that will change the world. Ballmer and Gates become friends. They eat in the same cafeteria. They swap jokes and dreams. Then Gates drops a bombshell: "I'm leaving Harvard to start a company. Microsoft." At first, Ballmer stays behind. He graduates, flirts with Procter & Gamble, and then heads to Stanford for an MBA. But the universe had other plans. One day, Gates calls, "Steve, I need you. Come run business for Microsoft." The offer? A modest salary, $50,000, and some stock options. Ballmer is faced with a choice: stay in Stanford, finish the MBA, and follow a safe path, or bet it all on a tiny startup in Seattle. He chooses the startup. And that decision would make him one of the richest men alive. The year is 1980. Microsoft is small, scrappy, and hungry. Ballmer becomes employee number 30, the first guy hired to manage business. He's not a coder. He doesn't write a single line of code. But what he brings is fire. Pure, unfiltered fire. While Gates is the quiet genius, Ballmer is the tornado. He screams at meetings. He pounds tables. He sells the dream like a preacher selling salvation. And it works. The empire grows. Windows dominates the world. By 1995, Microsoft is untouchable. 90% of computers run on Windows. Office prints money like a mint. And behind the scenes, Ballmer is the man who keeps the machine running. The salesman who turns code into cash. The energy in a company of engineers. In 2000, Gates steps down as CEO. Ballmer takes the throne. And almost immediately, the storm hits. The dot-com bubble bursts. Billions evaporate overnight. The US government slaps Microsoft with antitrust lawsuits. The world is changing fast. Google is rising. Apple is reborn. Amazon is coming. Suddenly, Microsoft, the king of PCs, is in danger of being left behind. And then, 2007. The iPhone launches. The world gasps. A phone without buttons? A full touch screen? Ballmer laughs. On camera. Hysterically. $500. Fully subsidized? And it doesn't have a keyboard. No chance. Those words would haunt him forever. Because Apple didn't just launch a phone, they launched a revolution. The iPhone rewired the planet. While Ballmer mocked, Apple conquered. Google followed with Android. And Microsoft? They stumbled. The Zoom failed. Windows Phone limped and died. Critics howled. Tech bloggers called him a dinosaur, a joke, a clown in a suit. But here's the thing no one talks about. While Ballmer missed the mobile wave, he made Microsoft a cash monster. Under his leadership, Microsoft tripled revenue. He built an enterprise empire. He laid the foundation for Azure, the cloud platform that now powers half the internet. The man everyone laughed at was quietly printing billions. So, was Ballmer a fool? Or a misunderstood strategist? Ballmer steps down. His farewell speech is pure Ballmer, raw, emotional, larger than life. Tears stream down his face as employees chant his name. The man who once screamed developers at the top of his lungs now screams through tears, "You're the greatest company in the world." He walks away with $22 billion in his pocket. But his story isn't over. It's just half time. A few months later, the NBA is rocked by scandal. Donald Sterling, the owner of the LA Clippers, is banned for life after racist remarks. The team goes up for sale. Billionaires circle like sharks. And then, a thunderclap. Steve Ballmer swoops in with an offer no one can match. $2 billion. Cash. No partners. No loans. Just a check. The world thinks he's crazy. The most expensive NBA team sale in history. Analysts laugh. But Ballmer doesn't care. He loves basketball. He loves energy. And now, he owns a team. Fast forward to today, the Clippers are worth over $4 billion. Ballmer doubled his money and became the most passionate owner in sports. Courtside, he jumps like a kid on sugar, fists pumping, screaming like it's Game 7 of the finals. Is this the happiest billionaire alive? Absolutely. Steve Ballmer's story isn't about perfection. It's about passion. It's about playing loud when the world tells you to be quiet. He wasn't Steve Jobs, the design messiah. He wasn't Satya Nadella, the calm reformer. He was something else, a storm in a suit. And storms leave a mark. So the next time someone laughs at your style, remember Steve Ballmer, the billionaire who shouted his way into history.